Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the nighttime portion of day one here from the NACA National Championship Tournament at Fort Bluff Camp in Dayton, Tennessee. As get a couple of teams that we've seen a few times earlier today, Heritage and Providence. Providence will be on the right-hand side of your screen, and Heritage on the left as the first point of this set goes to Providence. Again, we are not talking best of three. These are two individual sets to 25. Every set today counts independently of the rest, and then they use those to kind of reseed things tomorrow, and then they'll kind of play pool play again tomorrow, and then they'll reseed it again for the actual tournament play on Friday. That's kind of how volleyball works here. So we're all tied up at one apiece. Boy, I like the instant replay thing. I have to remember that I have a monitor in front of me to look at that, or I tend to forget.
We want to welcome everybody to the broadcast. This is Elmer Harris here with John Chappell, the voice of NACA. And we had just arisen from a big-time power nap.
You're telling me. We almost missed the match tonight. So that hit into the net by Courtney Hall here on the near side. And Heritage will continue to serve here. Yeah, it's been, we saw Dave Secura outside. So it's been a long 36 to 48 hours.
So good to see Dave, the executive director here at NACA, home of Fort Bluff Camp. It's been a busy camp summer, and really excited to get fall sports. This being actually the biggest of a week of all NACA sporting events with the concurrent boys soccer and girls volleyball.
It's a busy weekend.
It's a
very busy weekend. You know it's busy when the rooms up here have people staying in them.
Absolutely.
So a 3-1 lead here for Heritage. We're in the midst of set number one. This is Courtney Hall again, and now Heritage with the opportunity. Set across by Caitlin Nieves. Now Hall will put it back over again. Try to set to the outside this time, and that hit out of bounds by Garcia. And it will be Providence serve, trailing 3-2. And back to serve for the Knights is the 5'6" senior Courtney Hall. Now Providence with another opportunity here off the near side. That put back over and now set down by Heritage. And back to serve for the Eagles is Kaylee Hodges, senior for Heritage. Played back to the outside, put across there by Maggie Lawson, and eventually falls in. Make it a 4-3 lead for Heritage. Back to serve for Providence is Carson Burchett. Burchett serve tracked down here on the near side, put back across by Garcia. Nope, into the net. And it will be Providence serve once again. Trying to get some momentum here in this first set. Just kind of back and forth as we're tied at 4. Burchett's serve is an ace and a 5-4 lead for Providence. Almost got there off that back line. And it's set it back in the near side and just put over that time by Garcia. And put back across by Hester. Again, Providence with an opportunity off the near side, just set across by Stephanie Bailey. Set back over the near side. Bailey again. Now Heritage will set it to the outside as Garcia puts it across. And that finally hit into the net. So almost a little too far back. Not that you can't hit it from there, but makes it a little more difficult to hit something straight down from 10 feet away. Back to the outside and tipped across. This Heritage trying to get something going here. Sent back across to the far corner by Nieves. And Nieves again will just tip it over. In the middle, that hit out of bounds. Only a 6-5 lead for Heritage here in the first set. You can tell these two teams are fairly evenly matched up. Some long valleys here in these early points. Play to the outside. Now Garcia. That hit out of bounds by Nieves, and we're back tied at 6. Speaking of soccer and all that, I think they're just about ready to start another game out there tonight right behind the gym here.
Yeah, some big-time soccer action going on this week. A lot of teams talked to a recruit from Pensacola College, one of our sponsors. So he definitely has his eyes open, looking for no one in particular, but he's just looking for some good talent and see if they would be a good fit for the program. This is great exposure. Volleyball and soccer, all these events up here is great exposure, great source for college coaches to come and start building their future teams.
So back tied at 7 here. That is, and it's the perfect kind of fit for those smaller Christian colleges that are looking for kind of some like-minded athletes that can play, and this is a good place to come get a look at a lot of people from all over the eastern part of the United States. So it's all you got to do is walk down there and look on the wall on both sides. I know they have a volleyball and soccer section now too, and all the athletes who have played here and then gone on to play.
Yeah, it's incredible.
College. And I'm glad they started the volleyball and soccer section too, because I know there's a huge basketball section, but it's just nice seeing the other sports with some players that have started to move on from this level to the collegiate level. Well, when we say these two teams are evenly matched, we mean these two teams are evenly matched. It's been back, forth, back and forth, and we're only at 8-8. There's a nice hit off the near side. Courtney Hall with the kill. Get another look at that here. Beautiful set.
Nice set.
That's good all the way around.
Yeah, great placement.
9-8 the lead here for Providence. That serve is an ace. That's in exactly the right spot. Move that lead to 10-8. That might be the largest lead of the first set. 2. I don't think anybody's gotten a 3-point lead yet.
Good looking serve.
Garcia on the outside will just put it over. Heritage with it. Set in the middle. Put across there by Caitlin Vasquez. Hall managed to get that over. Come back to the middle and an illegal set. 2 hits. Make it 10-9. So, Andrea Tehran in for Heritage. And that ricochets off the ceiling off a really nice hit on that back line. Make it 11-9. Again, just 2 sets here tonight. Not a best of 3 scenario because all of these are independent of each other. Serve here by Elizabeth Brewer. Finally just bumped over, so a good opportunity for Providence again. And a good kill in the middle of the floor by Carson Burchett. And a little bit of breathing room starting to emerge here for Providence as they lead at 12-9. Again, the serve by Brewer. Played middle of the floor. This is Vasquez. Now back the other way, Burchett. Go to the outside to Garcia, and she'll hit it into the net. So 13-9, the lead now for Providence. It seems like every time Elizabeth Brewer scores, they go on a little bit of a run. Not necessarily aces, but for some reason, they seem to get a few points. Brewer with the set over to Hall. That was partially blocked out front. And that hit into the net by Vasquez. And now finally a little bit of space starting to show up here. 14-9, the lead for Providence. Set back to the middle. Now Hall puts it across. See if Providence can re-rack it here. That's to the far side for Hester. Brewer again, this time to the middle for Burchett. Vasquez sets it over. Good bump set on the far side. Put across there by Garcia and then put into the net by Holm. Make it 14-10. Underhand serve here. Played back to Hall, who puts it across. Outside Garcia, and that's inside that back line, and it's 14-11. Nice placement by Garcia. Veronica Fernandez with a really high serve, within about a foot or so of the ceiling. Set to the outside. That's Garcia. Good ding along that back line. Burchett kept alive here, middle of the floor. That's blocked up front by Burchett. Back outside Garcia. That's tipped over, and now Providence with the pass to the middle. Burchett trying to tip it across. Now back out front. That's blocked by Burchett again. Tried to tip it 2 or 3 times, and every single time she came up with a block. Make it now 15-11. The lead for Providence as Courtney Hall will get set to serve. And there's an ace. Now 16-11. Hall serve here. Another ace. Boy, good placement by Courtney trying to go back corner. Make it 17-11 and a timeout to Heritage. Middle of set number 1. We'll take a break, come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament. So 18-11 the lead for Providence as Heritage trying to force a side out here. That's hit into the net now, 19-11. Boy, those are good-looking cannolis. Serve here from Hall. Tracked down and now bumped over. So Providence with another opportunity. Set back out front. Pettitte put that back down. Garcia trying to tip it across. And a nice hit off the near side by Stephanie Bailey. And a 20-11 lead. Just a reminder, we're back again tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. We go all day long, almost the same exact schedule as today. On the hour, every hour, all the way through 5. And then we have one nighttime game as well. And I think it's the same format, where it's just a set of 2. And it's not going to be best of 3 until Friday. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. Tipped across and down up front by Brewer. Makes it 21-12, the lead for Providence. And back to serve Carson Pettitte. Set back to the far side. Nieves tried to set it across. Now Garcia, that was partially blocked up front. He's tipped over. Garcia again. Set back close to the net, and that should be Providence in the net, and it is.
Oh.
21-13.
Our replay.
I forgot about the replay.
Our replay guy is has gotten a little bit off his game. I believe he's.
That's what happens when you start eating cannolis in the middle of a broadcast.
Yeah.
Into the net there by Hester, and it's 21-14.
He's about to get fired anyway.
Listen, I can't afford to fire you. I'm not running all this equipment by myself. It is out of bounds off the near side. Make it 22-14. Now Perry Hester, 5'6" senior, to serve for the Knights. Set cleared back across. Now Brewer sets it in the middle. That hit out of bounds. Make it 22-15. To the lineup for Providence comes Joanna Huster, 5'1" freshman. Serve here out of bounds, making it 23-15. Serve here by Bailey, set back. And a good hit that time by Caitlin Nieves. Make it 23-16. Going down the stretch here in set number 1. Just 2 sets here tonight. Serve from Andrea Taran. And that return into the net by Vasquez. 24-16. We're down to set point here for Providence here in set 1. That serve tracked down on the near side. And now bumped across. And that will eventually fall in. So 24-17. Nieves. 5'6" sophomore to serve for Heritage. Track down back to the near side. Hall put it across. Bumped over by Burchett. Garcia puts that back deep. And we've got a lift, or 2 hits, if you will, on Providence. 24-18, still set point. See it right there. Set into that back line. Good play by Nieves in the back row. And into the net is Burchett. So now 24-19. So Nieves to serve. And that hit into the net. Now it's 24-20.
Here they come.
So the lead is starting to disappear a little bit. So Nieves to serve again. Brewer sets it near side. Hall puts it across, and that will finally do it. 25-20 is the win for Providence here in set 1. Take a break, come back with set 2 in just a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.
Can one choice change a life? When it's a big choice like choosing a college, it's safe to say yes. Put yourself in the shoes of a new student. You want teachers you can really learn from, classes you look forward to, friends who share your faith, and times you won't forget. But more than that, you want a college that prepares you to serve God with your life. Pensacola Christian College offers all this and more. Come see what a Christ-centered campus is like during college days at Pensacola Christian College. Visit pcci.edu for more info.
Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui. Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغيير الدنيا دايروزا.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир.
right, start of set number 2 as Heritage will get set to serve it up no matter what. This is our last set of the night. That's put across and down by Pettitte. So a 1-0 lead for Providence. Set to the outside, put across there by Garcia. Now Hall hits that into the net, and we're tied up at 1. So serve here from Kaylee Hodges, back to the outside, and just set across and down by Hestier. 2-1 lead for Providence. Providence out of Johnson City, Tennessee. We had that discussion earlier today up in the northeastern corner of the state. As Heritage from Kissimmee, Florida, just outside of Orlando. I've been in Kissimmee within the last 6 months. As that's ace served up on the near side.
Uh-oh.
Take a look at the placement of this. Courtney Hall's serve here.
Oh, just missed it out of the. It was a rocket.
So Hall's serve this time is out of bounds. Make it 4-2.
And this is a great time to encourage everyone, if you haven't already, to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/NACA Sports. Follow us on Twitter at NACA Sports. And you're probably already subscribed, but if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss any national championship world-class sports action here at Fort Bluff Camp, home of the NACA.
Well, a 5-2 lead here for Providence. As this serve out of bounds, but it's a rotation error. Somebody's out of place in the front row for Heritage. Make it 6-2, and that would have been a break for Heritage because that serve was way out of bounds off the hand of Carson Pettitte. Well, they're making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. So played back to the near side. The Avis fired. That deflects off the ceiling. And we have a double hit on
Let's see if I can see that double hit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
The right hand hit before the left. Serve here for Yaneris Gutierrez. That hit into the net on the near side by Hestier, and it's a 6-4 lead now for Providence. And there's an ace. That was a little strange. Take a look at this again. I guess just seeing if it was going to go out of bounds. And technically that's the rule. If it's over your head, let it go. And managed to hit right almost dead on that line. And I was going to say 2 hits again. And look at that. Yep. And it's really not so much 2 hits there as a lift because it started on the palms of her hands and rolled up to her fingers. A lot of times that's where you'll get a lift call because it's just supposed to be one motion. The ball shouldn't roll off your hands necessarily. Or not roll up your hands. Roll off is fine, but not up. So 7-6 is the lead for Heritage as they've come back to have a nice little run here. Yanneris Gutierrez with the serve. Now Heritage another opportunity. That hit into the net. And we're tied at 7.
As you said, once again, two very evenly matched teams here.
And that serve out of bounds. So back to an 8-7 lead for Heritage. It's almost an exact replica of the first set. It was 8-8 at one point, back and forth, and all of a sudden Providence kind of ran away a little bit. Now we're looking at back tied at 8-8. That serve a little bit short of the net, so make it 9-8 Heritage.
So, John, let me put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
How many teams do we have this year in the volleyball?
I want to say 50 plus.
Okay.
Now, I have not literally counted them all, but if you give me a minute.
Don't worry about that. Now that you have me in the ballpark, I believe Dave, it was either 52 or 62 that he said he had signed up, and that play is going to bring out a timeout, and we're going to take one with him. What do you have?
Well, in this particular booklet, there are 48.
48.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, there's usually one or two missing somewhere along the line, so 50 is a pretty good guess.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot.
Let's see one.
So these young ladies here at Providence and Heritage, they have certainly gotten a lot of airtime today, being their group and their pool, as it were, is playing here. Hey, can I get a request?
Yeah.
Could you read that welcome message from Dave Secura there at the front?
You know, while we're at it, 28 soccer teams.
28 soccer teams.
So we're at 80. Between volleyball and soccer, there are 80 teams here. That's a lot of teams.
That's a lot of teams. It's really beautiful weather. We've seen we've suffered some rough weather at times, and we're enjoying some good weather here on Dayton Mountain. The week before Halloween.
So Heritage will right here middle of the floor, that hit out of bounds. And it's now a 10 lead for Heritage. When we get another timeout here, I'll read.
And if there are any moms out there tuning in, it's a little off the subject, but if you have any tips to keep your jack-o'-lantern, get a little bit more longevity out of your jack-o'-lantern before they start.
What is this, the DIY channel? What are we turning into?
Just help a poor boy out and tweet to at NACA Sports.
How to keep your jack-o'-lantern fresh.
If you have any good tips, I carved the jack-o'-lantern last week a little too early, and I don't think it's going to make it. No. I really put in a lot of time, and I don't think it's going to make it. You want to get
the massive or the most days possible out of it.
Yeah, big time hit there from the girls of Providence.
They get another look in.
Dominating.
Well, all of a sudden, Providence has gone on about a 4-point run here, and it's 12-10. They were trailing 10-8 just a few moments ago.
And I said, moms out there, I don't want to discriminate. Dads or anybody, any of our viewers, if you have any good tips, We're just trying to get him to survive to
another
Halloween
week,
because I'm afraid by that time
you're already propping him up with stuff, aren't you?
I have some support systems in there with using a coat hanger,
Of course.
piece of a coat hanger, but it's a
Oh,
beautiful
my goodness.
carving, and I.
Oh, there's almost a nice dig right there. It's got ricochet.
It's not a scary design. It's more of a friendly boo with a cute little owl. I believe that's what it is. Cute little owl. But I'm afraid
the
little fella's not going to make it till Halloween. He is going to be pretty ghastly. And
it's going to be gone by then. Probably be in a pile in your front yard. So it is a 13-12 lead here for Heritage as they try to salvage the second set. Providence took set one as set outside to Hall, who would just tip it across. And another nice move here in the near side by Garcia. That will make it 14-12 Heritage.
Now, Heritage, is this? I see they have their share of underclassmen. Is this? Would you consider them being a young team or just kind of?
I mean, it's a little bit of a mix. They've got 4 seniors, so they're not that young. I mean, 4 seniors, couple juniors, couple sophomores, a freshman, and an 8th grader. So they got a little bit of everything, and they're about half and half. They're not all upperclassmen, but they have their share.
And that's really a healthy mixture of ages to really keep that continuity going.
Providence, on the other hand, has 4 or 5 seniors of their own. There's another ace as this game or set continues to stay close. First set started to stretch out a little bit, but this one seems like it's going to stay within 2 or 3 points at a time. We're tied up at 14 at the moment. Hall on the outside. It's pumped over again. Now Burchett. Garcia. Hall trying to tip that over. It's returned into the net. So a 15-14 lead for Providence. So tomorrow morning we'll start back bright and early, 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. Central, if you're from the Chicago area like me. That's a little early.
It's not that early, but considering finishing up late and the prospect of 8 games.
Yes. Yes, you are correct.
8 straight games, back to back to back to back. And then again.
Now a 16-14 lead for Providence as Elizabeth Brewer serves.
So we pack in a lot of sports in a short amount of time. Wall-to-wall action. And then it'll be Championship Friday before you know it.
Yep. As into the net goes Garcia. And I'm telling you, look, Brewers serving again. It's been a 3-point run. Every time she serves, for some reason.
And you can see those banners on the wall.
Yep.
Try to allude to them every game. Those banners are what these ladies are ultimately playing for. It's not the ultimate prize and the ultimate mission, of course, of NACA sports. That is to bring these young Christian student athletes closer to Christ. That is the ultimate prize. But they are hoping to take one of those banners back to their school hanging on the wall of their gym.
It's 17-16. And then that returned it to the nets. Now 18-16, the lead for Providence. Courtney Hall will get set to serve.
And that spirit never gets lost here at NACA Sports. They have powerful worship services and great chapels with great entertainment, and it's just a powerful ministry through sports.
And wow, what a hit by Courtney Hall. I mean, right on the back line. 19-16.
Right on the back line.
Played back to the middle of the floor. Goes off of Burchett up front. Now 19-17. Serve here by Garcia. Track down. Now sent across. Heritage with another opportunity. And that hammered but out of bounds by Nieves. That was her best hit of the night. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped. Say it was tipped up front.
You want to run it back?
Yeah. Let's take another look.
I think he's right. Uh-oh, hold on. We're going to run it back again. Here it comes.
Let's take a look. Boy.
Did you see it?
I mean.
Or was it wrong?
And that's so fast. I don't.
All right, let's run it back again. I'm going to slow it down. Yep,
yeah,
just
maybe.
Could be just
off of Burchett.
Okay, we're back to the action.
Well, that's tough to see, man. If we needed to do a video review to overturn that call, I'm not sure we could have.
Yeah, that would be a tough overturn.
2018 is the lead here for Providence with the timeout. You know, you wanted me to read this. You still want me to?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. On behalf of our entire NACA team, I would like to welcome you to the 39th Annual NACA Soccer Volleyball Nationals. Teams from around the Southeast, Midwest, and Northeast will compete this week for national titles. Above all, we are asking the Lord to speak to hearts each evening in our rallies as we focus on the Word of God, presented by Bruce Crevier from South Dakota. Bruce and his family were finalists on America's Got Talent and have an amazing presentation. Please make yourself at home on our campus and enjoy our hospitality. The bluff view is remarkable this time of year. Let our staff know if there's anything we could do for you. God bless you and your family, and thank you for attending Pursuing the Ultimate Prize. Dave Secura, Executive Director of the NACA.
What a class act, Dave Secura.
So 2018 out of the timeout.
What a great man of God. My Sunday school teacher for a long time, and it just, it's just really blessed to have Dave in my life.
Well, substitution here for Heritage is Andrea Turan back in, 21-18 Providence.
Yeah, and that's Bruce Crevier with his entire family. He has several Guinness Book of Records. Pardon me. He has several World Guinness Book of Records. Most involving spinning of basketballs. He spins like 7 or more, 12 or 13 at one time. Just an amazing show and powerful ministry that family, the Crevier family, has.
Wow, that was Speaking of best hits of the night, that was it right there by Caitlin Nieves.
Could be one of the best of all day.
21-20. Now Heritage to play it back up front. That's tipped at the net. And there's another kill, this time by Caitlin Vasquez, and all of a sudden we're tied at 21. By the way, there is a cap at 25. There is no win by 2, so whoever gets there first wins. Serve here is out of bounds. Make it 22-21 Providence. As Veronica Fernandez back in. Serve here by Hestier. Outside, that hit into the net. Now it's 23-21. Heritage really needs to side out here to have a good shot at this. As Hestier's serve, almost an ace. Good diving save by Nieves, and then it was tipped across the down by Elizabeth Brewer, and now set point at 24-21. And that goes into the net. So 24-22, still set point. And Andrea Turan to serve. Let's play to the outside. Now Heritage with another opportunity. Pumped over. Providence to play it back in the middle. Set to the near side. That's blocked up front. And that'll do it. One more look at this block that ends the set. And a 25-22 win for Providence over Heritage as they take 2 sets here tonight. Well, that'll do it for day 1. We still have 2 more days. Tomorrow's going to be jam-packed just like this one.
Yeah, we want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank our great sponsors. And just thankful to the Lord for a great day of volleyball here at Fort Bluff Camp, home of NACA Sports.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Again, if you're kind of on again, off again, or you're at work, or you're at home, or wherever, on the hour, every hour from 9 a.m. all the way till 5 p.m., and then again at 9 at night. There's a game at the top of every single hour all day.
And we post those on YouTube, the names of the teams. You can find the full schedules and more. Just go to nacasports.net for the full schedules, but on Facebook you'll find scores and upcoming games and all kinds of information, some great photos and more information with not only volleyball but also the soccer tournament, national soccer tournament that's going on right now as well.
All right, that'll do it for tonight. We'll wrap things up. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You've been watching the NACA National Championship Tournament.